Hi everyone, this is Michelle at Revela, and as I've been listening to clients, friends, and family talk, I've noticed a common theme, and that theme I'm going to call is our daily struggle. That daily struggle is balancing work, home, and everything else that falls between it. Here at Revela, we know there is no silver bullet to fix this daily struggle, but our goal is to help provide our audience with little things that you can do that will ultimately challenge where we choose to spend our time and get better at accomplishing what's most important to you. So let's get started. First place to start is let's figure out what is going well. What are the things that we're doing that helps us be productive? So I want you to jot down, what 3 things do you do when you have your most productive days? Second, creating clarity. Let's create some clarity on our priorities. So 3 questions I have for you. What is required of me in this role? Identify tasks and objectives that I need to accomplish based off my position. What produces the greatest results when I do it? And what is most fulfilling when I do it? Third, facts. What do we say yes to? What do we say no to? We all believe we make good decisions, and I believe we all have good intentions. But until we get the hardcore facts, we are truly guessing how good we are at saying yes or no and where we spend our time. So similar to a picture, our recommendation is to do a time audit. A time audit allows us to take a deep look at where we spend our time and what are some ways we can make improvements. What can we learn from this? To start the audit, we first have to find out what is it where we spend our time. What is it that we do? So the spreadsheet I have in front of us is a place where you can list all of your activities, and most importantly, how much time do you believe you spend on that activity or that particular task? Because that's where we're going to really look at facts. Now that we have identified a list of all the things that we do, let's start our time audit. You'll notice on this document that we have a variety of things to track. You can use this sheet to, enter your time frames that you're going to be working. This particular design is set up where you can track every 15-minute increments. We're looking for energy, when you feel the most energy, the least amount of energy. And then the comments column is a great column to identify interruptions when people are asking questions or just something that's important to note for that time frame. When doing a time audit, the goal is at least 5 days, consistent in the same week. A lot of organizations or a lot of businesses will tell you a month. A 30-day time audit will really give you a good picture. But for our sake, if we can do 5 days, that will give us some information to start with. After you've completed your time audit, we want to look for themes. We want to look for what are some time wasters? When do we have our most energy, least amount of energy? When is the business traffic, the flow of business, busy and when is it slow? What are our meetings? What does that consistency or inconsistency look like? What are some of our routine tasks? And where can we create some efficiencies? The other thing we want to do is create a little more reality from how long do we believe it takes us to do a task versus reality, how long it does take us to do a task. So if we go back to the page that we list out all of our tasks and estimated time, let's calculate how much time we truly are spending. And what can we do a little different to be more efficient and learn from this experience? If after you've completed your time audit, and if you felt as if though you noticed there was a lot of stop goes, and you're answering questions, putting out fires, we would recommend taking a deeper dive and doing an interruption audit or interruption log. The document here we have is very simple, but it's helping us take a deeper dive into really what is the root cause of the questions? Why are they really asking the questions? So we're going to capture when, how often. So we want to see a frequency. By whom? We want to see that frequency. The why. Again, we're looking for themes in the whys. And when they ask the questions, was it valid? Should they have known this information already, or would this have been a learning opportunity? And is it urgent? Was this something that you needed to stop immediately and take care of? Or was this something that could have waited till a later time? Once you've completed that audit, which give or take 5 days would probably give you a good picture, Look for themes. Again, for people, what are the common questions that are being asked? Is the question being asked by the same question being asked by multiple people, or is one person asking a lot of questions, or a couple people asking a lot of different questions? That will help you identify training needs and areas that you can specifically work with individuals to help build their confidence and grow them as an individual on your team. Key takeaway from today is clarity. Clarity on what's working well, what are my priorities, and where do I spend my time? One thing I want to remind you is that we're all responsible for our actions, and I love the no excuse zone. Everything we do is a choice, and we may not always like our options, but we have the choice to be responsible for ourselves, the impact we have on others, and the results we produce. So every day, our goal is to be a little better at being better.